In last week's episode, we had an early goodbye to the Chasing Bubbles Regatta crew after the season kickoff race to Carriacou. Unfortunately, now I have to get back to mainland Grenada, dressed as steering failure onboard traveler, so I can hopefully catch up to the crew again before they get too far north for the season. But how on earth do I get back to mainland Grenada? Well, hitchhiking, of course. This is Katie and Craig on their boat, Sailing Yacht Cleos. You may remember them from last episode as they won the Chasing Bubbles Regatta Grenada edition, and they just took ownership of Cleos the week before. So to win a regatta first place on your maiden voyage, that's impressive. Luckily for me, they are also my ride back to Grenada. Now that all of the fun is over, time to get back on board Traveler and tear apart the steering.
We're definitely not sad. This was the best week of our lives. Me anyway.
Enough. See how she does. Get away from the island. Do what we gotta do.
We're sailing.
Yeah, we're sailing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where we were getting the other day.
Yeah, going by this rock. Yeah.
Not that often that you stuff the windward tow rail.
No shit.
That's burst one for me.
That was a roller. Holy.
Yeah, because when we were in the lee of that island and we were just sitting there with zero forward momentum, just in the rollers.
Yeah, I know. I was watching you guys. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Look at that. Wow, I got a mizzen main. It's just like what's annoying. It's like, there's one blue sky day.
I know.
There's one day where it's just nice 15 knots and... We are just coming around the southern tip of Grenada, heading back into Woburn on board Cleos here. It's been some fun conditions. We've been watching the dinghy surf, but final stretch. We're all broken and beat, but we're still thriving.
But not sad, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got some big swell coming. I was looking at the reef over there. Every now and again, one of the big waves pop over it. It's like a wall of water, like 15 feet high from the spray. Everything hurts. Made it back to Grenada. Yeah, first one's here. The reverse Chasing Bubbles Regatta. We're the winners. Look at this beauty of a boat.
The guy is, yeah.
Yeah, we did it.
Woohoo!
We made it back to Grenada safely.
We did it. We did it.
Made it. Maiden voyage. Maiden voyage and Sailing Yacht Cleos wins a freaking regatta.
I mean,
There we have it.
I hope that sets the tone for the rest of our cruising down here. So let's keep going. Let's go.
Let's keep it sending. If you're not doing 9.5 knots the whole regatta, you're not gonna win, guys. I'm sorry. You can't beat Cleos. Hi.
Right after 167.
I am finally going back to my bed. It's not a farewell to Cleos. It is just a see you guys soon.
Aww.
Look at this. What an awesome boat. They got a washer machine. They even got fresh water on board. Lucky. So guys, a quick update. As y'all know, Traveler is broken down. I am here in Prickly Bay, about to move to a mooring ball tomorrow morning so I can start disassembling my entire cable steering system. Fingers crossed, it's gonna be a smooth process. I am still recovering from the last 2 weeks, guys. Between sailing 180 miles round trip to Beckway for Thanksgiving to immediately sailing back to Grenada to race in the Chasing Bubbles Regatta. I am on a crash, guys. It was such a long, fun 2 weeks of just non-stop camaraderies with friends and sailing and being on the move. And just spending my first night by myself 2 nights ago when I got back to Traveler, and all of my friends have already sailed north. It was definitely a crash. Definitely just laying in the quiet, being alone. And not even having any friends in the harbor anymore is what really kind of added to it. So I've already been pretty down, realizing that Traveler, we are at least like 2 weeks from being able to sail, between getting this part made for the steering and reassembling, and realizing all of my friends are already sailing north, so going to be playing catch up. It's been a little challenging. Icing on the cake happened 2 nights ago. If you guys don't know, I've had some issues with my inflatable, with my dinghy. I've been trying to patch her. She's on her last legs, and I just found out that the most recent patches I put in failed, and I did not know that until I got back to Grenada and pumped her back up and put her in the water 2 nights ago. So I woke up at 3 in the morning 2 nights ago because of a big squall that came in, and I ran outside to just check on everything, and I realized that, okay, both of the patches I put in my inflatable have failed. My inflatable is halfway underwater. My outboard was almost under the water. I almost lost my outboard. So at 3 in the morning, when it's pouring raining, I have to go outside to pull the outboard off of my tender so I don't lose it. I woke up yesterday morning and I was defeated, absolutely defeated. Probably the lowest point in my entire cruising career over the last 2 years. Realizing I'm all alone, all of my friends sailed north, Traveler is not seaworthy, and I don't even have an inflatable or a dinghy to get me to shore. I have never been this close to just wanting to give up, wanting to just sell the boat, go back home. I was hurt yesterday, I was down. Out of nowhere, my next door neighbor at this anchorage, a complete stranger, drives his boat up to me and he points out my half-sunken inflatable in the water, and he says, you can't have a dinghy like that, that's your car. And I go, I know, man, I know, I'm trying to get her fixed and keeping her afloat. And this guy says to me, we just got a new dinghy, do you want our old one? Can we give you our old one? So out of nowhere, literally just out of nowhere, my next door neighbor, guys, brings his old dinghy over to me to give to me. This 9-foot inflatable with chaps. My next door neighbor right over there on high flight. I was in such a low, and to have just some random person never met come to me. He had no idea that I was already going through all of these other issues on board. He had no idea. He'd gift a young cruiser his old dinghy, not expecting a dime for it. It brought me to my knees, guys. I'm not gonna kid. I'm not kidding. It brought me to my knees, and I'm still getting emotional about it. For how much of a whirlwind the last week has been, to be able to have just something like that happen and realize that there's somebody or something looking out for me, whoever it is. And big shout out to High Flight, guys. We'll never be able to thank you enough. But so we're gonna move to the mooring ball tomorrow. I'm gonna start tearing open the steering, and hopefully Traveler will sail soon, and sail on Traveler. All right, I am getting ready to move Traveler right now. I am waiting on the dock master. He's going to come give me an escort on their marina boat in case I lose steerage on my way from this spot 200 yards away to the mooring ball. So hopefully it'll be smooth. Should be pulling up any second now, and then we can finally start opening up the entire steering column. Yeah, boy Zed here, big legend. We're moving to our mooring now. Whew. There, yeah. Awesome, man, hell yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna get secure, because I know that's not the best way to be on a mooring one line. Like, now that I am a mooring ball resident, I have access to fresh water, showers, and trash disposal. Fresh water. All right, just transferring some water, some fresh water to bring on back to Traveler so we can drink water again. Just dropped the dinghy off the bow And this is the first time since Thanksgiving I've opened up my V-berth hatch. Thanksgiving was the last day that I had my dinghy in the water, and then ever since then I've been hitching rides with other people, so I haven't had to launch mine. First airflow in the V-berth. I could finally start getting organized because sailing back and forth to Beckway, all the clothes in the V-berth went flying. I don't even want to show it to y'all. I'll give a quick flash. Oop, okay, that's enough. I'll show you guys it later when it's clean. All right, just sipping on my coffee this morning, about to get ankle deep into my cockpit locker and start disassembling the steering. So, gonna go empty the cockpit locker out and find homes for everything in there because it's gonna be at least a week or so probably of me needing that space to be accessible. So here we go. All right, I am tucked inside my lazarette, guys, and this is what we are looking at. This is what we are dealing with. Look how bad that corrosion is. That is why I deemed Traveler non-seaworthy, and we hauled butt and limped back here to Grenada so we can get this fixed up at Spice Island Marine. But I'm about to start taking apart the steering cable system, which first I'm gonna need to climb way back here and loosen those eye bolts, and then I'll be able to pop the steering cable off of the quadrant, and then remove this backing plate, and we're gonna see what happens from there, guys.
And if anybody here wants to be the most stylish people in town, the Traveler merch store just dropped. The link will be in the description, as well as a link to my new Patreon for if anyone wants to support Traveler and myself further. And if you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe.